If you're in your 30s and you've been thinking about joining a gym, getting back in shape, then this is the video for you. Right now, I'm 34. I've been coaching for 12 years. And even I have found myself drifting away from training throughout periods of life when things get a little bit busy. For me, stress is high. Relocating to Australia, moving halfway across the world, building up my business again, that takes a lot of time and effort. And that time and effort has got to come from somewhere. And if it needs be to sacrifice me prioritizing myself, then it's got to be done. I had a big realization at the start of this year, looking at myself in the mirror, and I was like, shit, what has happened to me? I used to be fit, I used to be strong, I used to be lean all year round. When did I stop taking pride in my appearance and how I looked? The truth is, when you hit your 30s, it's not too late to start. And in my opinion, your 30s is the decade which is going to be most important for you to start training. You know, think about it. In your 20s, bad sleep, no problem. A few beers, no problem. Don't exercise for 6 months, no problem. I'll get it off in a couple of weeks. When you're in your 20s, your body is very forgiving. However, if you haven't been looking after yourself, when you hit your 30s, your body starts sending you an invoice.
You've been served.
Oh, great. All right, thanks a lot, asshole.
This year for me in particular, recovery has slowed down big time. Stress is a lot higher. We don't have mommy and daddy to rely on anymore. In our generation especially, more of us are sitting at a desk for longer. I'm a personal trainer. Most of my job is done sitting down at a laptop doing check-ins. It's the harsh reality. And for my generation in particular, I believe that we are carrying a lot more responsibility and stress than those before us. And the habits that you build in your 30s are probably going to be the habits that you continue for the rest of your life, into your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. I don't know about anybody else, but when I think back to it, those 10 years in my 20s, they flew by. Like that. What's even scarier, when I have this conversation with my parents, they say the exact same thing, and they're in their 60s. And the big 4-0 is going to come around quickly for me, even though it's 6 years away. It's coming around quick. So you got to think about it like this. Your 40s are going to come around no matter what. Would you rather go into them strong, fit, healthy, lean, feeling good about yourself, rather than trying to fix 10 years of neglect? And look, I totally get it. There are barriers for people to start exercising, to get into a gym when they hit their 30s. Fear of being judged, everyone's looking at me. Yes, there are creeps in the gym and people are going to be looking at you. You're in a room that is boxed off in 4 walls. Of course people are going to look at you. They're not staring at you. They're too focused with what they're doing. I actually find it very impressive when I just see someone in the gym trying to have a crack. I'm thinking, good on you, mate. And even the most experienced lifters, they will remember what it's like on their first day at the gym. You feel like a dickhead. You're walking around thinking, what does this thing do? Is this thing for your chest? Oh, damn it, it's for your abs. You walk away, face beetroot red. Nobody cares. That's all inside your head. You don't need to be an expert in exercise before you join the gym. You just need to have a go. You don't learn to swim by reading a book. Exercise and in the gym is the exact same thing. It's just a little bit of practice. Not to mention, all of the machines now have detailed description of how to use the machine. It's that easy. I've been getting myself back into fitness. I'm a PT, I should be in shape. I'll let things fall off the wagon a little bit since I moved to Australia, enjoying myself too much, focusing too much on business, on building my PT clients back up again. But I'm on a mission. I gotta get lean for my wedding. I wanna be looking shredded in my suit, even though I'm gonna have all my clothes on, but they will come off eventually. But I've just completed 3 weeks of dieting hard, being strict with my cardio, getting my training sessions in. Already I'm noticing massive benefits. My motivation is back. I'm pumping out the content again. I'm pumping work big time. I've got more energy than I've had in the last 2 years. My sleep is 10 times better. I'm able to handle stress like a machine. My confidence is starting to go up again, getting the body fat down, seeing some lean muscle definition again, getting a few compliments from the boys in the gym. And look, the 6-pack stuff is amazing. However, I'm just buzzing to be feeling like myself again. You cannot beat the feeling of feeling very capable in yourself. Powerful feeling for a man. Don't know what it's like for a woman, but I'm sure it feels very similar. But all jokes aside, Looking good for the beach is only a small part of the puzzle as you get older. The main goal for me is definitely when I hit my mid-40s, that I'm still moving well. I'm still moving like I'm in my mid-20s. Or being able to go into my 50s without sneezing and blowing out my back. I'm sure a few of you have done that before. I know I have. Or if you've got kids, the parent that's able to keep up with his kids as they get older, as things get a little bit more physical, or the grandparent that's still able to have a bit of a horseplay with his grandson. These are things that we never think about until they start happening. I know, training 3 or 4 times a week, it is hard. Life gets in the way, work gets in the way, family gets in the way. There's so much things, so much moving parts these days. There's 101 reasons why you can't work out. But I'll tell you another thing. Being overweight, being unfit, and not being able to move, and being in pain from doing nothing, that's also very hard, because I've been there as well. So you gotta choose which kind of hard do you want. So look, if you're in your 30s and you're thinking about getting back in shape, this is your sign to do it. You haven't missed your chance, you're not too old, you're in a perfect position to get your ass in gear. You don't need to be fit before you go to the gym. I think that is the biggest excuse I've ever heard from people, and I hear it a lot. Oh, I'll sign up whenever I'm fitter. That's never going to happen. Use the gym as your place to get fit. It's the same way I use this as my workstation. I use the kitchen to cook my meals. I use my bed to sleep in. You use the gym to get yourself in shape. Start slowly, start badly, start embarrassed if you really want to. Your 45-year-old self will be thanking you for it. Trust me on that.